Yeah, I mean, it was pretty physical on both ends. Those two big 7-footers made it difficult for us because we like to play small, and when they go with 7 foot, 6'9" or whatever, it makes it tough on us. But we fought through it and everything, and we kind of struggled at the beginning shooting the ball, and really made it tough on us just because that's what we do. So, but we got through the game and came out with a victory, so that's the most important thing.
Down the stretch, you guys didn't let them kind of dominate the offensive boards like they had in the first half. And what turned it around? Do you think you wore them down? Do you focus on it?
Yeah, and I finally started blocking out. So I mean, that was pretty key for us. So, but yeah, I mean, they made it tough for us. They brought 3 or 4 players every time, and we just had to lock down and make sure we got a body on someone and made sure we came out with the ball.
Marty, how big was it that you guys got in a double bonus there with about 8 minutes and change to go?
Oh, yeah, that was huge because most of our points came off free throws, and they had a real good presence with the 7-footer inside Lopez. So with Aaron and Bryce taking his guy off the dribble, I mean, it was key for us because we knew that it was going to be tough for them to play defense on them. So getting to the free throw line, and they're pretty automatic when it comes to that.
It seemed like you guys kind of sensed that also, and you started really kind of attacking the rim a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, our jumpers weren't going in all the time, so it was kind of tough. So we just got to take the ball to the hoop and just go strong and physical and see what happens.
Like that 1-2 in the last 5 minutes or so, that's kind of becoming a trend with you guys as far as turning up the defensive pressure at the end.
No. Those last couple minutes, we got to lock down just because we've been through situations like that in the past, so we've learned a lot of lessons. So we just got to make sure in the last 5 minutes, it's key for us to get all the stops and get scores on the offensive end.
Mark, questions for you, but Bryce, you can answer them. And you guys, a lot of them made of losing to Stanford so many times, and they just finally beat Stanford. What's that like?
Yeah, exactly. Coming in this game, that was a huge motivation for us. Just since I've been here, we haven't beat them, and I know it's been quite a few years since we beat them. So, and yeah, like we said before, that's our motivation. All the teams that beat us in the last couple of years, that it's a revenge type thing. So it's just a great motivation for us just to get up and beat a team like that.
What did you guys talk about in the timeout?
Bryce, did you want to comment on that? Sorry.
I have another question, Mark.
Go ahead, Mark.
After the 8-minute timeout, or the 12-minute timeout down 8, what was the conversation?
That we got to get stops. I mean, because that was the only thing separating us, because we could score, get fouled, get to the free throw line. So we had to box out, get rebounds, and then just do what we do best on the offensive end, just go with our mismatches and make things difficult for them.
Bryce, can you talk a little bit about how this team continues to win the close games this year than maybe a year or two ago when we were going?
We just feel like we're more mature now, and we're confident we get the ball in our best players' hands at the end of games, and we focus on getting stops and just making sure we get the rebounds, especially today. We had a disadvantage. So coach was telling us in the huddles, just make sure we get a body on somebody, and they had a size advantage, but we just tried to even that out with just pushing into their legs and getting rebounds, and then fast breaking. So,
Bryce, you guys proved different things at different stages of the season. I mean, you proved you could play with UCLA, that you could beat Arizona on the road. Now a game in which you've got a decided size disadvantage and a team that really was pretty successful at controlling the pace. I mean, what do you think you guys proved today in terms of your ability to kind of take on any kind of team?
Yeah, well, we're confident regardless of how whatever the team's game plan is, that we can counteract that with just our style of play. And even though it wasn't a high-scoring game, we felt like they slowed it down, so we just had to make sure we took advantage of all of our possessions and made sure we got a good shot. And then defensively, just really focus on getting stops, because that was important in a game where there's not a lot of points scored. You got to get stops, and that was pretty much our focus. And then especially rebounding too. So
because this wasn't your most comfortable style of game to play, right?
Yeah, I mean, they slowed it down. They kept it low scoring, and we like to push it up and get shots up and run. But teams are going to try different things with us because they fear just our advantage that we have as far as players that could drive to the basket. So we know that East game, we might get a zone thrown at us or try to slow the game down. We just have to be able to adapt to that and still win.
You guys have any, I'm sorry, Bob. Is there anything else for Maarty, or you want to cut him loose?
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead, Bob, you get a question for
What's the
Bryce?
impact when they get that many block shots, particularly first half? I mean, are you looking for them, or are they?
Yeah, well, I mean, again, they had a great presence, so it always makes you second guess. But we knew that we just had to keep on pounding it in there and keep on going at them because that's what we do, and we weren't shooting the ball particularly well. So, yeah, and they were fouling a lot, so we just had to keep on going.
Is that a hard thing to do, though, to keep going in there when you're getting the blocks? I mean, obviously you're getting the line, that helps. But do you have to remind each other in timeouts? Or?
I guess. I mean, I don't know. We don't really fear anybody like he's like that dominant just because no one's going to block everything. But we just got to keep on attacking and just hopefully he won't be there a couple times and we'll take advantage of that.
Did 42 finally get a little tired at the end, I think? Or?
Yeah, I think both of us because, I mean, it's pretty physical down there. He's always trying to post up, and, I mean, that was their offense is running the guys off and him trying to post up. So, and then, yeah.
Hey, Maarty, it seems like this team doesn't panic. I mean, you guys are pretty even field. Where does that come from?
Just confidence, just maturing as a group and being able to handle situations just because we know we got the players and the ability to do so. So we left that a couple of years ago just to learn from all those situations, and here we are now. So we got to step up, and for me and Bryce, we only got a couple more years, so we got to take full advantage of it.
You feel like now you're in the top 10, you're a little bit of a bullseye in the back?
Oh yeah, that's always going to be. Everybody's going to be coming at us. So, but that's good because at the beginning of the year we were kind of the hunters. So now that everybody's coming after us just because of our good record and top 10, that just makes us come with our best every game and play a good game.
Bryce, I guess you guys have a chance now to speak. Obviously, every game is important. Look ahead to Saturday just a bit.
Yeah, Cal beat Stanford, so it's going to be another tough game, and we're going to just get in the gym tomorrow and prep for that and make sure we come in and play hard like we did tonight.
Does those block shots affect the outside guys? I mean, are you wary of driving, or is there more pressure to hit a three?
Not really. I mean, we try to get them in the air and maybe get a foul, and they're trying to stay in front of us, but they kept pushing and we're kind of hands on. So we felt like even though there was shot blockers inside, we could get by our man and try to draw a foul.
Bryce, you played a lot of games here. What about the crowd and their will tonight? It seemed like there was a whole period there where you were trailing, where the crowd kind of willed you through it. Did you sense that too tonight?
Yeah, the crowd was great. It's a lot of fun to play because they kind of fill you with some energy and they stay loud and they try to rattle the other team. And I feel like that really does make a difference. So, we kind of fuel off that and we feed off that energy that the crowd gives us and it allows us to just, play a little bit harder.
What are you trying to do against goods?
I just try to get low and try to stay in front of him and make it tough for him. Pretty much each game I'm going to be guarding a different type player. I may have a power forward or a guard. So tonight I had a smaller player and I just try to stay in front of him, make it difficult. And then when he gave the ball up, just try to prevent him from getting the ball back.